Hey guys, it's Jenny from the Yummy Vegs. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today we are making some bomb-ass spicy kale wraps. These are inspired from Tassili's Raw Reality Cafe. They have some good AF food, so if you're ever in Atlanta, go check them out. Stay tuned if you want to make some spicy vegan kale wraps with me. I promise you they are so good and like kind of addictive. Here are all of the ingredients that you'll need. I'll have the recipe in the description below. But obviously you need kale, you need a wrap. You can use whatever wrap you want. I recommend trying to get the biggest wrap possible. Couscous, corn, salt, sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil, chili powder, red bell peppers, lemon, amino acids, nutritional yeast, red onion, cayenne pepper, avocado, tomatoes, coconut milk, paprika, and garlic. I forgot to have the vegan mayo, agave, and hemp seeds out with the rest of the ingredients, so we're gonna need those too. First things first, we're going to get the couscous cooked so that we can put them in the fridge and that they're not warm in our wrap. So we have 1.5 cups of water. We're gonna let that boil, then we're gonna throw in the couscous. So the water is boiling, we're gonna throw in 1 cup of couscous, a little bit of salt, and give it a little stir. And we're going to let it return to a boil. We're going to reduce the heat. Don't let it boil over. And cover and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Yeah, so it definitely boiled over, but I cleaned it up, so it's okay. While that is simmering, we're going to get our creamed corn red bell pepper mix together. First, we have, what's the right word? Opened this can of coconut milk. So we're going to stir it carefully so it doesn't like splurt up. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so the reason that we're stirring this is sometimes, depending on the brand you get, it might be really thick at the top, and we're gonna use 1/2 cup in this mixture and some of it in our spicy kale sauce mix. So we're gonna turn the heat on medium. We're gonna add our canned corn. So this has been rinsed and drained. And then we're going to add our chopped up, washed bell pepper. So you kind of want like a 1-to-1 ratio. I'll just pour it all in. So now we just kind of want to coat this mixture, and I'm going to start with 1/2 cup increments. So some of this is going to kind of cook off. We're just going to leave this on medium heat until some of the liquid from the coconut milk cooks out. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, and you can check to make sure your couscous are done by seeing that no more water left. So we're going to put this in a Tupperware. We're going to stick this in the fridge so that it cools down by the time we're ready to make our wrap. You can see that our coconut milk, corn, bell pepper mixture is simmering, and that's what we need it to do. We've cooked out most of the liquid. We're gonna put this in a Tupperware. Turn off the heat first, would be smart. I'm gonna put this in a Tupperware and put it in the fridge so that it gets a little cooler or less warm by the time we eat our kale wraps. So now comes the most integral part of this whole process, which is making the sauce that you massage the kale with. And it's a spicy sun-dried tomato, like really complex flavor that's delicious. And I think I have done a decent job at capturing it. So first we need 1/4 cup of olive oil. Then you're going to juice 1 lemon. And you're gonna take the juice from that 1 lemon and put it in your blender. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos. We're going to add about 6 cloves of garlic peeled into the blender. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of agave. We're going to add about 1/4 cup of red onion. If you're sensitive to onions, you don't have to do this step, but I think it adds an extra little flavor to the sauce. We're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. If you're new here, I eyeball things a lot because I'm very lazy. Because that's clearly more than 1/2, but I'm not gonna throw it out because that's wasteful. Then we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. If you're sensitive to spice, I would skip this step altogether. If you like it a little bit, maybe do half as much as what I'm doing. But if you really like spice, then go with your girl and add 1.5 tablespoons. Ooh, that's gonna make me sneeze.
A few moments later.
Next, we're going to add about 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. You need 2 tablespoons of the coconut cream. You need about 1 tablespoon of paprika. Then we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of water. So this is our sauce ready to go. So you can see it's not a lot. You could obviously double this if you want to make more. This will be more than what we need for a few kale wraps. Okay, so now we just need to blend this bad boy till she's smooth. So we're gonna take it out, scrape down the sides, and blend again until it's smooth. Okay, this is our sauce. We could blend a little bit longer, but I think it's good. Let's do a taste test. We're gonna do a taste test. That's so good. Woo, a little bit spicy. Next, we're going to make the Pico de Gallo. So we chopped up about half of a red onion, and I guess technically it was 3/8 of an onion. And then we have cut up 2 tomatoes that we're gonna throw in with the onion. We are going to add some lime juice. Mix that around. Okay, so the next step is actually massaging the kale with the sauce. So you probably should use like a food glove, but I don't really have that. Is anyone surprised? Just because you are like dealing with a spicy sauce, and you're gonna get cayenne all up in your fingers and stuff. So what I do is I just don't touch my face until after I wash my hands. You're just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil first over your kale. And then you're just gonna massage it. Well, really you're just squeezing the F out of it. So you can see how much this has shrunk down. We are now going to add a little bit more kale. Then we're just gonna do the same thing, drizzle a little bit of olive oil and massage. So I usually just do one hand so that I have like one clean hand. So now we're going to add in the spicy sauce, and I'm going to not touch my face, right? All right, that's probably good to start. All right, now we're just gonna squeeze with the sauce in. You can see it's already messy. I already got some on my shirt, but it's cool. And you really wanna like squeeze the F out of it. One note with the kale, you definitely wanna de-stem it. It's like pretty gross when you have part of the stem in your wrap. It's just not, it doesn't taste good. And here is our massaged kale. Now comes the part where you put it all together. We have our wrap. Again, the bigger wrap you have, the better. At least for me, because I'm terrible at not putting a buttload of everything in the wrap. Then we're gonna get our vegan mayo. We're just gonna get a little dollop or 2, and then we're just gonna spread it around. Oh, see, I already did too much mayo. God dang it. All right, I'll save it for the second wrap later. Only do this next step if you are crazy like me and really like spice. We're gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper to the mayo. Well, yeah, sure. We're going to add our kale. So I'm trying to remind myself to not add a buttload of everything. Then we're going to add our couscous, which I should have said this, but make sure you put some olive oil in there before you put it in the fridge, otherwise they will all stick together. Then we're going to add our corn and bell peppers that have been cooked with coconut milk. Then we're going to add sun-dried tomatoes. Then we're going to add our, okay, let's not let that spill. Our tomatoes and onions. Then we're going to add our avocado. Then we're going to add our hemp hearts. A little drizzle of agave. Oh, that was a little too much. And then we're going to add some almonds that I tried to slice up. It's like a literal whole almond that just went in there, so that's good. Now, we're gonna try and fold this. I feel like I already made like a monster. Let's see if we can get a side view. Yeah, we'll see, okay. Let's take a poll and see who thinks I can do this and who knows I can't. I've watched some YouTube videos on how to fold things and I already forgot. So we're gonna go like this. No. Need all this to get in there. Yeah. Oh guys, I think I freaking did it. Okay, there's some stuff coming out the sides, but I think that's okay. Then we like fold these sides that you can't even see because I'm like really good at filming things. What? That guy made it look so easy. Just stay in there. Okay. Oh, it's like not tight enough. Okay. Then we just gotta fold this in. Oh, I could have put way more kale in here. All right. Then we slice this bad boy. Please be beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Oh, we lost some. I'm gonna try these bad boys. I already like lost some of it. Put it back in. It's so freaking delicious. Oh my god. It's not the same as the Tocili's one. It's like a micro version of it, but it's quite good. And now I have all the components out so I can make kale wraps all week if I want. Yeah! If you guys like this video, give it a little thumbs up. If you want to see me make other cool vegan things, click on one of these things that pop up. Okay, bye!